Well, here we are. Here we are back at it for week two. Aints, week two. Last week live show. This time we have to record, and he's back. He's always back. That was Walk's kid. This is Walk's. Me, of course, he. Hello, Walk's week one is done. I felt like that was one of the better week ones in a long time. Even at like the Colts Dolphins was fun to watch.
Mhm.
Just the implosion level. If you're gonna beat someone out, it just kept getting funnier and funnier because of Daniel Jones. Like that's the thing. And they're wearing their all whites. He's Mike McDaniel's trying to look as fresh as he can. Even those were great. Even those.
Does Mike McDaniel make the bye week?
Barely. Whatever their bye week is, what, week 6, 7?
I don't know.
And then
I'm just saying, do they can him before the bye week? Like
and
this,
then Tyreek, when does he go to the Chiefs?
yeah. This team looks, that Dolphins team looks like they don't want to play football.
Oh, they looked out of it. Like week one already, you don't want to play.
Yeah.
Nah, Mike McDaniel lost the locker room. That'll happen.
That's
Quick.
a
Jesus
bad
Christ. Wonder what that's all about. What he's got back onto the Miami Coke. Hey,
Yeah.
get ya. We already had one years back.
Yeah. I think it's one of those ones where he wants to be a player's coach, but he
Yep.
doesn't understand how to rein the players in when he needs to rein them in.
He's a smart guy, but not all coordinators can be coaches.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going to be a players coach, like you have to be pretty steadfast and like we watched it happen with the Seahawks and Russell Wilson, right?
Exactly.
Like you let the egos grow to a point that you couldn't control them, and then it collapses
Gave him a
around
little
you.
too much room.
Yeah, and I think that you can only give so much preferential treatment as a players coach,
Yeah,
and then at
exactly.
the moment when the preferential treatment for those players doesn't uh, equal W's on the field, it implodes.
You're going to lose it. Exactly. All your little silly shenanigans is going to be hard to take when it doesn't happen. Also, Tua, I don't think he's helpful to the locker room just by judging some of his press conferences. But that was my favorite game of this week. You would think Ravens and Bills because that was absolutely phenomenal. Like that was all of my dad went to bed and then all of a sudden he's like, oh fuck. I'm like, yeah, they won, guy. They won. But my favorite one was actually Steelers Jets. Holy shit. That that one was hilarious to kind of cut back in and out because
Yeah.
it looked one way. It looked all Steelers for the longest time, but then it's like you go away for a couple seconds and then you're back. Oh, it's the Jets actually. And then
Yeah.
it feels like the Jets were in control for the longest time, and then fourth quarter came around.
Yeah, I think that was an interesting game. I think the double revenge game is a weird spot to put a team in.
That's exactly, dude. Double revenge.
So, I mean, I think there's a lot of teams. Week two has so many weird storylines just all along the injury front. Teams that were outplayed but won, or teams that you know
Who
lost.
probably overshot,
Like week two's got a bunch of crazy narratives to it right now, just kind of like of where to of who's going to show up and who's real and who's not. Like,
it's week two. That's true. It's like, all right, what was that a little fluke situation? You got, the Bills going into the Jets this week. I mean, and maybe not necessarily a letdown game, but people would think you're looking at it, you're like, oh, they'll beat the Jets, but not looking at how well they played last week, the Jets, and you're coming off a very big win that you pulled it right out of your ass. You had got an onside kick. Like, damn, using up a lot of your football luck early on. Cheese and rice.
Right.
Cheese and
So,
rice. It's, Josh Allen getting married.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
one
Remind me of your record last week.
I went 8-3.
8-3. I went 3-6. I want
Ooh.
to say. No, hold on. Let me
Oh,
double check before I get a little obnoxious here.
you were better than
Okay, that was, yeah, two already dead. Okay. Another two dead. That's four. Okay. All right, two, four.
yeah.
2-5, 3-5, 3-5.
It
Okay. 3-5. There we go. There we
feels
go.
way
Could have been worse. It could have been
way.
worse. We
You know,
got
you were.
we got a little bit of money back on that last one.
I'm
Eight
gonna
and
call. We're gonna call it
all right.
back last year. If you just flip one of those losses to a
We're just
win,
gonna bring it back.
you're good.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Alex.
Hell yeah. No, not a bad first week. I'm also every time I come into week one, I'm like, ugh, it feels like a new home. Do I keep my shoes on? Do I keep them off? Like, what do they want? Be like, oh, this guy's taking his shoes off. Oh, do you want his feet kind of run around? Oh, this guy isn't taking his shoes off. So I'm in that kind of headspace right now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at sometimes. When I go to someone's house for the first time, yeah, that's the anxiety I can deal with.
Yeah.
Shoes on, shoes off.
Right.
Week one, take this, take that.
Right. You know,
But
pants
week two, we ain't falling for no poo. All right. What
on. Yeah.
rhymes? They're
Words.
back.
Oh, we almost
They're,
had
a-
a triple doink.
they're absolutely back. Well, we got the Google sheet up and updated, ready, looking good. Okay, this is why did I put the wrong team on there, but it's not what it was is written out. It's something else. But folks, you won't know. It's Seahawks going up to the old Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers, like we said, had an absolute thriller win last week. Shit got weird. They allowed Justin Field to look like, hey, the Bears, you made another mistake. Seahawks showing fight. That defense is damn good. They that was, Abe Lucas getting driven in by Bosa. That's
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
it is
That was a
both.
bummer.
Like, it is both. I mean,
It's
Hey,
Bosa.
that's
We'll
that's the
get to it.
that's the difference
We'll
between a
get
$50
to it.
million player and $150 million player, right? Like
Yeah, no, that's true. That was a tough one.
stars
Tough
do elite
loss.
superstar things. I don't know.
Tough loss. Tough crowd too, because apparently there was a shitload of Niners fans.
they were just behind the Niners fans. I don't. Whatever
The
stupid
Steelers.
site was.
The Steelers are favored -3. The spread is 40. The Packer or the Steel. Okay, folks, it was the Packers. I accidentally put the Packers on the sheets,
That
but
is
they're
wrong.
playing the Steelers. Steelers, another little low total like that. Because the Hawks, they have a 42.5 last week?
Yeah.
Okay, so this meeting each other halfway. Halfway.
What do you
Walks,
What do you have the total at?
I have the total at 40. The
I think it's
total
down.
is at
I think it's
40.
down. I think I've seen it all the way down to
39 some places.
Yeah. I think it started at 39. It was sitting at 39.5 for the longest time, which I'm like, that would have been nice. But we
Yeah.
go with Thursdays. We
Yeah.
go with Thursdays lines. And that's what you have to pick from, Walks. Pick. What do you expect? Are the Steelers? They didn't stop the run very well last week. Are the Seahawks going to be able to run the ball specifically outside zones? It may probably stay away from TJ Watt. That's what worked out for the Jets last week.
That
Give it to
that sounds like a smart thing to do. But on another angle here, we have a DK Metcalf revenge game.
God. I forgot. Because
I
I
mean-
didn't hear anything about DK last week. I do not remember that. Okay.
So-
It was a flurry fest of games last week.
Sure was.
Okay, but yes, revenge game.
So here's where I like the Steelers in this. They came out of week one way healthier than the Seahawks did.
They did.
The Seahawks have a groin injury to Jordan Love. They've got Nicky Manori's out for at least 4 weeks with that high ankle sprain. They've got
Okay.
Devin Witherspoon didn't practice yesterday, and he was a limited participant today with a hamstring or a knee or something like that.
Week one.
Like,
Was he just
how long?
running them in the preseason? Yeesh.
Well, they
That's a
didn't
lot of,
run
I
it.
mean, rivalry game, those teams beat each other up. I mean, fuck. They didn't come out pretty.
Oh no, Niners separate topic.
No
but
team came out pretty.
that team is fucking destroyed right now. Purdy's out 5 weeks. Kettle's got a hamstring.
Nice.
Destroyed. But I'm going to take. Is it 3 or 3.5 on the?
It's 3 currently. Yep.
3.
3.
Yep. So give me the field goal. I think the Steelers win.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I did it. You started this.
That's true.
But I did not like the guard play from Anthony Bradford, which I think is Seahawks guard on the right side.
Cam will be able to expose that.
Problem. You know,
and Abe Lucas has had to bounce it back around after that, man. You had Bosa, now you got TJ. That sucks.
He's had a rough 2
That sucks.
2 weeks.
That sucks.
Granted, it can't get much worse the rest of the season.
Ugh, no.
But it is going to start 0-2, I think, for the Seahawks. I'm definitely going to go with a DK Metcalf kind of
revenge game, take the over on his yardage type of shit.
Yeah, give him the anytime TD.
Yeah.
That's the vibe for this game. But I don't think this game's going to be a fast-paced game.
No,
I think of both teams. I mean, Rodgers is 45 years old or whatever. Like, I don't think that he's first back-to-back games in a year.
He wants to hustle around. He's like, all right, let's hand the ball off. I don't know. He's got something to prove. I think he was a little excited at the end or whatever. Yeah. They started, they puttered. Hey, hello.
And this Seahawks defense right now can't get teams off the field. We saw the Niners have drives of 8+ minutes on them. They're not giving up the big plays, but man, they can't get off the field either. So
exactly.
To see what happens here in week 2, but I'm going to take the home team minus the 3. We'll go from there. The under, I'm leaning on the under, but it could get weird.
It definitely can get weird. You're looking at the colors. Rodgers coming the first time at home. Gets a team he's had history with. I'm going to go with the -3 as well.
Friendship.
And I want to take the over like the slut that I am. But I'm going to stay away from that because it meeting in the middle, that definitely tells me there's an overshot or whatever. If you're going to kind of move it back up, it's like, could happen, couldn't happen, especially when you're giving the Hawks 42.5 last week. I'm going to stick with -3. I do agree with the line situation, all of that. Sam Darnold can move the ball around, but he's got to get other people involved, and they're going to try and bottle up Jackson Smith and Jigba. Try and bottle him up. Now, folks, that was the only morning game we did. The only morning game.
Well, we got 2 Monday night games, so
and this is our only afternoon game because we're getting prime time up in this piece.
This morning slate is prime for chaos, though. It's all a bunch of
prime. We got this next game is prime status. It's like afternoon, blah, blah, blah. We're already having our Super Bowl rematch, week 2. Not bad idea, keep people relatively healthy.
Right.
It's the Eagles going into Arrowhead. The spread is at 1. The over-under's at 47, and yes, please. That is beautiful. Now, last week, the Eagles kind of did their thing. Their offense was kind of limited, but their defense was able to pick it back up. Hopefully, the Eagles realize they have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and other things like that. Hey, Jalen, hurts. You're able to make mistakes this week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see you push the ball downfield. The Chiefs.
That would be nice. I got him on fantasy. I'd like to have an A.J. Brown game.
The Chiefs, that defense doesn't look the same. They all look tired. They all look slow. The offense, it's Patrick Mahomes was still able to make some plays and look good and do it. And they're going to be emotionally high on this. They're definitely going to come out with some anger and a little oomph or whatever. But I think the Eagles were a little embarrassed by their own performance last week, too. Because at some points, it's like, all right, Dallas lost the game.
Right.
Dallas lost the game. It didn't feel like they necessarily beat them. But I'm still going Eagles. Eagles -1. And I'm going to take that under at 47. Jalen Carter's back. I think the defense, they were able to do enough with Justin Herbert. And I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to try and push too much downfield. So I think it's going to be very, typical Eagles bully ball walks. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on with what we saw out of week 1 from both those teams. The
I'm a genius.
Eagles looked good enough for week 1, right?
Yep.
Especially, primetime game. It was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the Chiefs defense, you saw a lot of, linebackers and safeties kind of yelling down to the D line like they were not playing the same game. So
no, there was a lot of. It did seem a little chaotic.
Yeah, and really interesting at especially because
that's a veteran defense too.
Yeah, and they do have some newer players, but guys that aren't new starters, but not new to the squad. So it's interesting to see how that dynamic plays out moving down the road. Typically, not something that gets fixed in a week, though, especially against an elite level team and with the weapons that the Eagles have. That's a lot of weapons that teams are trying to fix on week 1. It's not a get right game by any means against the Eagles.
The advantage they have is it's an Arrowhead. That's it.
Yeah, and
that's what I see.
Yeah, and I'll go with this. I like the Eagles to win it in a close one, and I do like the under 2. I'm going to take
Eagles.
Okay,
are we double it? 2 friendship bets in a row. Already off. Week 2, no poo. Okay, week 2, no poo. I don't think we're stepping in slop. If we step in slop, at least we'll do it together. How about that?
Yeah, the playground might get muddy, but what?
This is pretty straightforward week. It sounds like it's like, no, just don't overthink it. We saw what we saw last week. These teams are going to be there. These teams for probably a couple weeks. We don't know. We don't know. But when you're talking about these 2 teams, the Eagles, Chiefs, they're already pretty established teams and established. They got their guys in proper areas, so it's not hard to see who they are. Okay, next game, first primetime game, right? Is this primetime game?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, this would be a revenge game. It would be, but one of them fellows got hurt. It is the Falcons going into Minnesota. The spread is 3.5 in favor of the Vikings. The over-under is 44.5. Now, walks. You take the lead. The Vikings last week started off as a dud. And then all of a sudden, J.J. McCarthy's like, you know what, Kevin O'Connell, I do remember that play. I do remember you saying last year. I didn't get to play last year, Coach. But I do remember what you said. This is what happened. I remember, Coach. I remember how to play ball. He looked great. He was. I don't think I've seen that kind of arm out of him. It was crazy. He's always looked so small in Michigan. And then I see him on Monday Night Football around a bunch of grown-ass men. Yeesh.
Yeah, he's got the physical attributes for sure.
Yeah. You know who has physical attribute? Fucking Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, yeah.
6'5". What are we talking about?
QB whisperer, right?
Yeah. And then what? Yeah, definitely a QB whisperer. Let's be real. And a crazy strong jawline.
Yeah.
But hey, the team on the other side of the field, it was a tough loss. All right. But Michael Penix and that team did show a little something. The defense, maybe. Jesse Bates was doing his thing, but this is a tough one, Walks. Not really, but go ahead.
I actually find it that I'm not looking at this as background. What we have here is a tremendous revenge game. Yep. We have the NCAA National Championship revenge game. Michael Penix versus JJ.
Oh, I'm so dumb. You're on this. Yep. This is a huge revenge game. That is true.
Early season home favoritism on a team that didn't show all that basically played one good quarter of football and won. The Falcons, on the other hand, played 3.5 quarters of really good football, and their defense gave it away from them at the end. They had the lead with under 2 minutes. They were the better team last week and lost. Not going to happen. Point. I think that happens again this week. I think that team is better than what the result showed last week.
Yeah.
I like the Falcons. Give me the Falcons and the points here. I think that this game is I did not see the chemistry or the cohesiveness in the Vikings offense that gives me confidence in this week.
No, he was definitely there was a lot of Bears mistakes. They capitalized, but there was a lot of brokenness to some of those plays. He made the plays they knew, a win's a win, but
I mean
I get that.
Let's look at it this way. If you had the Falcons and the Bears last week, right?
Yeah.
Falcons win that easily.
True.
Based on how the two teams played.
That's true.
I think that you have two teams that were mediocre in the Vikings and the Bears, and they showed it based on just who surrendered first, right? Bears surrendered first, made all the mistakes.
Well, they surrendered. The offense surrendered after their first drive. They were done for the night.
So I give me the Falcons. Give me the points. I might even take them straight up on the money line. Yeah. I don't know quite what the game script for this is going to be. I don't know if the Vikings are going to be able to put up the points that they did. But
that defense.
Yeah. I like the Falcons. Give me Penix to right some wrongs of past history here and beat JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy probably doesn't even have that on his mind. Penix is just locked in on. That's definitely a part of his brain. He's going to say, oh, yeah. No, we know, Penix. You got that fucking dog in you. So I am going to take the Falcons at plus 3.5. I was iffy on that. I was going to fart around with the points because the points I was going to go under at 44.5 because I liked what I saw even for the, for the Falcons. They did give up they did fuck up. Yep. That is true. But Brian Flores and that defense too, like Penix is going to have his, and I think they'll be able to control the ball afterwards. So I'm going to take that under at 44.5. Feels a little dangerous on a Sunday night. Nope.
Yeah, but it's up there. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Not messing with it, but I want those Falcons.
Give me the dirty. I'm not messing with it either. That's nice. Falcons 3. We're 3. We're triple. This is tripling up here. We got a turkey. We're gobbling. We're gobbling with friendship bets. We're gobbling each other. Just gobble. All righty. Well, the Falcons played one of these teams last week, and the Texans didn't play either of these teams from last week, but they did play the Rams, and they didn't look the best. The Rams are going to be good on defense. It's the Bucks. Headed to Houston 1-0. Houston coming back 0-1. The Texans are favored at their 2.5 points. The over-under is 42.5. Now, walks. Is this going to be a boring-ass game?
Not if you like quarterback sacks.
I know, dude. It's going to be sack city.
That Texans O-line, I mean,
is so bad.
The game script for this game has to be for the Texans. We are going to move the pocket on every passing play.
No play actions because you're dead.
Just straight move the pocket, right? Everybody run right. Okay. Yep. Move the pocket. Give him an extra half second to a second.
Reddick's on the other side, and so is Vita Vea.
Vita Vea might have 2 sacks tomorrow or on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he's not a big sack guy. I mean, TFL.
No, he isn't. He stuffs it up. He creates pressures and chaos.
Yeah. That Texans team was horrible.
That's unfortunate.
It is because I want them to do well. That was one of my L's last week, and I'm going to learn from my L's, and I'm going to take the better team with the better defense against the worst offensive line I've seen in a long time. Give me the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to win when you get sacked a lot
A lot.
because you're supposed to go forward, not
Yeah.
backwards. Not
Yeah.
backwards. You can't do that.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels right now is spending a lot of time on his back in this game, by the way.
Yeah. Are they doing it?
And it's not pretty.
Still 17-3. Packers, Jordan Love, we're going to have to learn to put games away.
Yeah, they had a good drive.
Defense is doing it.
Stalled out on like the 6-yard line.
Like Dan Quinn, it's a good defense, whatever, but come on. All right, so are you going with points as well?
Yeah.
Or are you just going your points as well?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm gonna take the over.
Because lots of sacks.
I'm gonna take it because it's contrary to the game script, but Emeka Ibuka looked great. I think that this game's going to be out of hand in the third quarter, and then we're just going to see, points.
Points. Damn.
Yeah.
See, now, someone like you doing a little points dance makes me think that you really like this over. No. Or you're just playing a sick joke right
now. I might be a little sick.
Might be a little sick.
Might be a little.
Because like we talked, like the sacks, that's one of the biggest things. Like we talked about week 1, what didn't work last week, probably not going to work this week, especially something like that. I am going to go with the Bucks as well at 2.5, but I'm taking the under at 42.5. This is where we stray off a little bit. Okay. This is be like, no, I got you. I'm just going to get a different color shirt. We're going to get the same shirt. It's just going to be a different color.
All right? No, we had to stray at some point.
We went to the same store, same rack, different color. Okay. Shirt, different color.
Fair.
This has just been one of our sluttier ones, man. A lot of friendship up in this piece. Now, can we finish it out with some friendship? Something tells me, fuck yeah, it's probably going to fucking happen. All right, because we're
vibing a little too well.
I don't know why we have this game on our slate, but it felt right just because there was 3 primetime games, and I don't know. We just did it. Chargers are headed to Oakland. Oakland not favored in this, even though they beat the Patriots last week. Over-unders 46.5. Chargers are 3.5 favorites after putting on a clinic against the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Herbert, 6'6", and has a babe around his arm. Well done. He's back. Quack, quack. He's back. Quack, quack. I'm going with the Chargers at -3.5. Justin Herbert's is going to eat up that single high safety all fucking day. I'm sorry. Drake May he had so many little opportunities to really take advantage of that defense, and he was just too young. I think they're building off of that momentum in Brazil win. It wasn't like the win that the Bills had last week where it's like, oh fuck, holy shit, very emotional. This was like, fuck yeah, we came in, we did our job type of win. They felt like they wanted to win the game, and you could feel it in the second quarter that they were going to win this game probably. I'm going with the 3.5, keeping it simple. I don't want to touch the over-under, especially you're going at 46.5 with me. I could see the Raiders keeping it tight for the longest time because it's Pete Carroll on Monday night, Geno Smith on Monday night. Yeah. I'm still going with that 3.5 because it could be a back and forth. Harbaugh versus Carroll on a Monday night. Harbaugh gets his 3.5. Walks. Are you just getting some deja vu here? You're seeing Pete Carroll and Geno Smith on a Monday night game?
Yeah, it basically feels like I've gone colorblind almost.
Yeah. Raider. Pete still has to go to class.
Still has to go teach his class on Monday. So here's where I mostly agree with you.
Okay.
I think that this game is going to be played out at a glacial pace compared to last week.
Mm.
I'm taking the under.
Okay.
I think Pete Carroll knows that in his single high safety and the way Herbert's seeing the field and playing it off of week one, that you're going to see a lot of kind of shell quarter coverage, and they're going to try and keep it in the middle of the field, run the clock, put them into running and tight end plays, like make them try to do 6-minute drives, 7-minute drives.
And that may be something Harbaugh's just going to play right into because that's his style type of deal.
Right. I mean,
these two know each other.
When you challenge Harbaugh to a game of who's the
volleyball,
who's the bigger man on the turf, right? Who's going to
exactly
first, right? He's going to play into you. He's not his brother where he's like, oh, I have the best football player on the planet in Lamar Jackson, so I'm just going to let Lamar do Lamar things and I'll just sit here and watch. But give me the under here. I'm leaning Raiders with the 3.5 and the under. I think that half point might, I can definitely see this game 21-24, something like that.
Yeah. It could be quick. It could be one of those snail games where the last game of the week. Yeah. So well, it's same time, but you get it.
So I'm gonna take both. I'm gonna give me the Raiders on the 3.5 and give me the under 46.5. Is that what you
said? 3.5, 46.5. Yeah.
So give me the 3.5 with the Raiders, and I'll take the 46 under.
Woo! All righty.
All right, let's get.
You got to remind me this because I haven't been putting your picks in.
I already got them.
All right, cool. Okay, sprinkle on it time. Sprinkle. I did not hit my sprinkle. I did not hit my sprinkle last week. It was dumb. I tried to be cute. I'm not going to be cute this week. Or maybe I am going to be cute. Walks, sprinkle it off on us, please. Sprinkle all over the people. We can't be friends on this one.
Okay, hang on.
Friends, we just can't be friends.
So how about this? I have a couple. Why don't you tell me which game you're going to take so I don't take your game?
Well, then I might as well just give you my pick, you dummy.
Okay,
just pick a game.
Pick a game.
I pick number 3 for you. Whichever's number 3, I pick number 3.
Beautiful. Welcome to San Francisco at New Orleans.
Oh, wowie. Yes.
No Brock Purdy.
No put in fucking Mac Attack.
You've got, this is a beautiful game of just ugly.
And it's going to be gold.
And somehow the public is still on the Niners.
Mac Attack, dude.
I'm going to take
Spencer Rattler, Mac Attack.
I'm going to take the home dog who's not traveling across the country. Give me New Orleans plus 3 points here.
Woo! Okay, yeah, they didn't have to go anywhere. And Niners had to travel twice.
2 times.
Yep. Some shenanigans. No Purdy, no Kittle.
Back-to-back road spot. Banged up after week 1. They already got their victory on the first road. This has got huge. I haven't even checked to see if it's a look-ahead game for them. Like they might be one. They might try to be like, oh, we're down all these players. We're going to win this. They might come out strong in the first half. I definitely expect New Orleans to at least get me the cover. They might even get the win straight up.
What have you done?
That's true. I'm having a tough time with mine. I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one in the Jets-Bills game, and I have one in the Denver-Indy game.
Give me the Denver-Indy one. I was close on that game.
I am going with the Broncos at -1.5, but for some reason, it's in Indianapolis, and it's a 1:00 game.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 teams, and you're doing -1.5. That's my problem.
I know. It's a nasty game.
That's insane. It's Daniel Jones, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's insane. It's Sunday, 1:00, Denver. Like this isn't like Peyton Manning returning home. What's going on here? It's Daniel Jones.
Right.
But I'm not going to let my brain think that way, Walks. Broncos -1.5. It's Daniel Jones. I know how he looked. They played the fucking Dolphins last week.
Yep.
You can give me that smirk all you want, dude. But
It is-
you know.
I can't wait to watch this game, actually.
It does. I when I saw it, I was like, oh, there's an no, it's not. It's a 1 o'clock. I think we were idiots for not doing it as a regular, but it's better now. Fuck.
Funny part is like, are we going to get this year's Broncos that we saw last week, or are last year's Broncos going to show back up? Is last year's Indy team, Jonathan Taylor's back and healthy? Like, does this team with an actual running game look like a completely different?
I know, Walks. I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I'm betting it.
Intrigued. But the one thing I do like in this game is the under.
Broncos wear the Colts. They wear the horseshoe. Okay, so they're stomping on them.
Oh, this is a rivalry game, and just in terms of mascot games.
It's terms of mascots, exactly. Colts, Broncos. Broncos probably have the upper hand.
Yeah,
I would say against a horseshoe. Oh no, you got a Colt. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Colt.
I'm just going off of logos right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, double horse game.
Double horse
crime. Horse crime.
This is horse crime.
Hopefully, they got a good horse lawyer. Have you been horse lawyer?
Does they get Harvey Birdman to be the horse lawyer?
Yeah, exactly. But he has bigger feet instead of bigger hands. That's the difference. That's the difference. Week 2 coming at you. See you next time. See you whenever. See you whatchamacallit. Soon. Later, dude.
Number 10 to 1. Back then should've bit your tongue, cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun, you're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss. Watch it all fall in apart like this. This is what you want.